What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the PlayStation Drive, episode 130. My name is Matt, and I'll be your driver for today's events. We're doing this for the second time because Melon died on us, so we're back. Let us know, folks, in the chat how the stream is looking and sounding now. But Court, once again, I'm joined by the Supreme Court of Canada himself. What's going on, buddy?
Not much. Like I said before, playing some Call of Duty. Felt good during the day. It's easy. At night, it gets sweaty. We were actually, you know what? I'll take that back because the rounds we were having last night with my buddy Drew and a friend of the show, Steve, we had some good rounds, but near the end, we were just getting dummy. But I will say this, my co-host on this show on a little map, and I'm saying little because it's little, called Rust, is god tier on that map for some reason. And he is very good at that map. I think we did do better. What I did notice yesterday is when we were more communicative, we did way better. Like when we were like literally the meme of like behind you, guy over here, all that kind of stuff. We did so much better. Yeah, we did so much better doing that.
Yeah, we really did, and it worked out. It was a lot of fun.
There was four of us, and that was an advantage. I will say this: when you're playing with people online, we had four of us last night for a good 2 hours. It was very helpful.
It was a great time. It was a ton of fun. That game, like again, for someone that has not played COD in a long time, it's really grabbed me. But we're going to get into more about COD and a whole lot more in just a little bit, because of course we first have to clean this dusty, dirty old garage of ours. If you're watching us live on youtube.com/Carpool Gaming, please like the stream, toss in a comment, hit that bell so you're notified when we go live. Hit that jingle bell. You know what I mean? And we'll hit that jingle bell. We'll throw some jingle balls your way. You never know. But on
sweaty balls,
sweaty jingle balls.
Sweaty balls are some of my favorite kind of balls because they're very sweaty.
I feel like you're making a reference that I don't understand.
Yeah, Saturday Night Live. That's okay.
If you have bucks to toss our way, head to patreon.com/Carpool Gaming. Toss in bucks into the good old Festivus Christmas holiday jar, and out will come a cornucopia of content for you to come soon. Because of course, we have our game of the year coming up very, very soon. So please be excited. And if you're listening to us on your podcast service of choice, hit us with your 5 stars, hit us with that rating or that review, and we're going to talk about it soon. Court, we're going to talk about reviews in the next couple of weeks to round out the year, do a little year-end recap. So if you want your review on the show, get in there real good. And of course, there'll be more.
Yeah, if you want to put some funny in there, it'd be hilarious to read.
Yeah, exactly. So toss it in there. We appreciate all of you. But of course, without further ado, on this week's show, we're going to be talking about Game Awards. We're going to be talking about Grand Theft Auto 6. We're going to be talking about Call of Duty and a whole bunch more. So let's kick things off with loading up our playlist. Court, what's been keeping you busy, my friend?
Well, the one game we'll talk about that, which would be Call of Duty. NHL 24, as always, loving the content lately. Yeah, I know. I'm having so much fun with it this year. It's been the first time in a really long time that I've had that much fun. It's been so much fun that I got like nostalgia and bought the Super Nintendo versions of NHL 94 and 95. Two of my favorite. They're my S tier. They're like Final Fantasy 7 to you, or like Persona 5 Golden. Like they're like that kind of game for me. Like a lot of great memories. Great memories. That's all. They're just great memories. Like you know me, I'm not the this is game of the year type. I'm just this is what my favorite game is for the year. It's just easier to do it that way because I don't play half the games people play. But I've also been I've almost finished it. Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. That is probably, I don't give a damn, Kevin. Like Persona 4 Golden, better on the Vita, terrible on consoles. It's a Vita game. It is what it is. But Cyberpunk is slowly creeping up to be my game of the year over Spider-Man 2.
Really?
Yeah, I really like it, dude. I have to really. So what I'm actually going to do is once I finish it, I'm going to go back through and actually, because Spider-Man 2 lets you rewatch the cutscenes. So I'm going to go back and just relive the story only by cutscenes, just so I can really give myself a better decision, because I think it's more recency bias right now. That I'm playing it and I'm enjoying it because I really like Spider-Man 2. But Cyberpunk is the first game since Spider-Man 2 this year and Star Wars at the beginning of the year where I just want to keep playing it. Like it's good. Like it's really good. Like, I
I need to
wish
get
the original was like this. Like, oh my god, this is good.
Yeah, I know. I'm seeing a lot of people echo the sentiments that Phantom Liberty is amazing. They're even saying that the base game is way better now after the slew of updates. They announced 2.1 is coming soon as well, which is going to be like their last big update. So this might be a next year thing for me. I don't think I'm going to get to it by year's end, but it's definitely on my list. Like I did load up a new save, and I do want to do it, but I want to do it from the beginning. And yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah. Like I said, I tried that, and then I just got to a point I couldn't take it anymore because I just wanted to get into Phantom Liberty, because I felt it was once again I don't know what it is. Keanu Reeves, just don't like him in the game. Drives me insane, his whole character, but that's fine. But he's in the game in Phantom Liberty. Everybody knows that, but he's not really though. He's not as annoying as he is in the first half of the other one. But I really like Phantom Liberty, and you know what? If you wait, it's going to be on sale anyways.
Exactly. So yeah, I think I'll bide my time. I think I'll be a patient gamer for once and get to it whenever I have an opening, which Lord knows will be never, but we'll see. As for myself, yeah, Call of Duty, we talked about it already. We're going to talk about it more in just a little bit, but that game continues to be great. Persona 5 Tactica similarly continues to be awesome. Really, really enjoying my time with it. And we'll have a review on Console Creatures up in the next couple of weeks, but I'm also playing Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn expansion, the DLC that came out a few weeks ago. I'm about 3 or 4 hours in so far, and I'm enjoying it. I will say that, like similarly, like we've talked about this before, Court, coming back to a game after a while, especially when it puts you in endgame, is a little bit much at first. I'm really, really enjoying being back in that world. It was as beautiful as it ever was. The pop-in is a lot more glaring for me this time around. And what I don't like is I understand hopping into the expansion or the DLC and them kind of giving you, a certain build to bring you into it. If assuming you didn't have a save file, I beat Tales of Arise. I had a save file, and a lot of my stuff didn't carry over properly, and instead I had like a crap ton of skill points that I had to go and now
Some would say a
reassign
cornucopia.
a cornucopia of skill points. Nice. Of skill points to reassign across all the character.
That sucks.
Which like took me 15 to 20 minutes on its own, just because it's like I had to remember which of these skills did I like, which ones didn't I like, how did I spec these characters before. So I wish that my characters transferred over better than them just kind of being carte blanche. But I could understand that if you didn't play the base game and you want to hop into the expansion, 100%, I get it there. But I do wish that this was, I do wish that it was a better kind of way in. But the game's still fantastic. The combat's still great.
How long between Tales of Arise and this? What was the space? How long? What?
A couple of years.
Ooh. It's a lot like the very first, what was it, Horizon? The very first Horizon DLC, the Frozen Wilds. Like I felt that it was just like, ooh, this came out way too late. The only one that I never had an issue with it, and I still don't know what it is to this day because it still was a long period, was Ghost of Tsushima, the Iki Island. But I think they did a good job of almost giving you a tutorial in the very first mission they give you for Iki Island that kind of like gets you back into the combat. Because that's my issue whenever they do such a long space in between games. It's like getting into combat again. You're like, ooh. I still think, and I know I'm not in like the norm in this, but I still think it's like 7 to 8 months after a game's release is when we should get DLC for something. So it's at least fresh. Otherwise, it's like, yeesh.
I agree. I think it should be like 6 months, like if they can work it, but obviously depending on the size of it and everything else. And I agree with you. Well, like I do wish the timing lines in between were shorter, but I disagree about Ghost of Tsushima because I found myself getting stomped the first hour just because it was a while in between, and I feel like they threw high level enemies at you pretty quickly, and it was just relearning which parries, which of these stances work well against who. How does this all carry over? But Beyond the Dawn so far, it's really cool. I'm really enjoying it. But I'll have my full review in the next couple of weeks once I finish it. But Court, we have a bunch of stuff to talk about today. And let's kick things off with some news, because tomorrow, so after this goes live on podcast feeds, but if you're watching live tomorrow morning, we are getting the reveal, and this is coming from Console Creatures, of Grand Theft Auto 6. They put out a tweet saying the first trailer is coming December 5th at 9 a.m. Eastern.
This is an article about a tweet?
This is an article about a tweet because it has to be, things have to be that way.
Is it really?
So,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, everybody did it. It
did not. I just put up the picture. It's just, that's all it is. And we're getting a 90-second trailer.
Yep. 90 seconds, possibly 91.
Sorry, 91. Yes, that's what it says on
Thank you.
Twitter, right? I mean, on YouTube, right?
Exactly. 91. So we're getting it. It is official. It's coming. We know that it's coming ahead of the Game Awards. We'll see if we get anything more from it once we get to the Game Awards. But Court, we kind of talked about last week what we're hoping to see out of this trailer, what we're expecting to see, which will be like a tone setting. Here's the location. Here's maybe a couple of the characters you may see. Here's just the vibe check. What do you want out of Grand Theft Auto 6?
Female protagonist.
Are you a long protagonist? But are you a long time? Are you like a GTA
I love
player?
GTA. Love GTA.
Okay.
Love it. I love it since the PC days of the original Grand Theft Auto. That was just like 8-bit sprite that was running towards a car, and you go steal it, and you come out and you can shoot someone, and you thought it was hilarious. You could run them over, and they made like a blood splatter on the road. That's how long I've been playing GTA. I am very excited for this. It's the one series, is the one thing Rockstar makes. For some reason, I can never get into Red Dead, but GTA, I always really like the story. I actually truly wish they would go back to making DLCs and not put so much into Grand Theft Auto Online, but that's just me, because I felt that they made some of the best DLCs in gaming. Ballad of Gay Tony is one still to this day is one of my favorites that I've ever played. I just thought it was just done so well. But I'm really hoping, I'm excited to see what era it's in, first of all, because they always pick an era. So I'm very excited to see what era it's in. And then I'm excited to see what characters. I'm saying female protagonist because they've never done it before, and it seems like we're getting one. Like it's the rumors right now.
Rumors, yeah.
There's a lot of rumors going around. I have a worry though about this game. After playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and the map being just redonkulous, there's a rumor that this is going to take you 15 minutes to drive across the map. So that's my biggest worry. That's my biggest worry about this game, that they'll involve it so you have to get gas in your car, which, oh my God, please don't. Please, Rockstar, like, please don't. Because I think if they put those cumbersome things in the game, it's going to annoy the living daylights out of me.
I think if they go ultra sim, I do agree with you. I feel like the Red Dead audience and the Grand Theft Auto audience there's 100% overlap. Not to say that there isn't, but I feel like Grand Theft Auto is much more action, keeps you going. You know what I mean? Like it's high paced compared to Red Dead, especially with the timing of Red Dead. Like they're able to kind of dig into the slower pace a little bit more. But yeah, like I do hope that if the map is that large, there are ways to get across that map relatively quickly. You know, we'll see what it's going to be, but I'm with you. A female protag would be dope. I also am a big fan of the Grand Theft Auto series. I'm excited to kind of come back to it after being so long since we had a new entry. And something that I'm seeing online though, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this, Court, because there are rumors, or maybe not rumors as much as scuttlebutt, people talking. Would you have an issue with Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out and you having to pay a monthly subscription to play it? Let's say let's say Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, it's free, but to access it,
it's free to come out, and
you can,
I'm totally fine.
You can play the first hour, and then after it's $5.99 a month.
I'm totally fine with that.
Really?
I am. I know, but Matt, we've talked about this before. We have a difference of opinion about ads in games, which we never got to. We never even got to have that episode, but we have this is not a big, if the game is free and I pay $5.99 a month, I am totally fine with it. Because then I can get out and I could just play the game and finish it and just get out. If it's episodic, I am 100% not down with that. And I think that's absolutely I'm not a big fan of anybody that's ever done an episodic game. I didn't like when they did it with Hitman. I had an issue with it with the Telltale games, even though I really like the stories. I still hate it. I want to be able to just play it. But if it's just $5.99 a month, well, if it's Canadian, it's gonna be like $15 a month.
I'm just tossing out a number. Yeah. Okay,
that's a weird rumor. That is a weird rumor. But if I get the full game and it's free, but I gotta pay a monthly, I can have the game finished in a month.
Okay, fine. I do see your argument there.
Because I don't play online. I don't care. Yeah, like I'm out.
If it's free to come out, and let's say then afterwards, again, it basically turns into an MMO at that point. You're paying for it. Then would you have an issue with it coming out full priced, and then on top of that, you're paying to access even just a single player?
That drives me absolutely insane when they do it, because if I'm paying for the game and then they're still charging me, that feels, well, I was gonna say that feels very 2K, but I guess here we are. Like, I was just finishing reading an article about, because I was talking about sports games with someone, and in 2K basketball, they make you pay for money, like to get packs and all that kind of stuff. If you have money left over, it doesn't transfer over into the new game. Even though you've bought the currency on there. Oh, yeah. So
So
the new
NBA 2K22s versus
if you had
2K23's
money left
currency is
over and you
different.
don't spend it, and NK 23 comes out, you start with 0 again.
Do you have like your packs transfer over and stuff
No,
at
so
least?
that never happens, which is totally fine. Like people are, I'm talking more about the money you spent in the game. Like these packs you can earn for free. So they have new cards that come out. So I totally get that. But I'm talking about you spend $50 to get 2K currency. And then when the game comes out, you don't have it. So I think that's just disgusting.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping EA never does something like that because a lot of games are doing such a good job of having stuff like Call of Duty. What they do is chef's kiss. Like everything you earned from the previous game, it just keeps transferring over. Everything you've earned from battle passes, your skins, everything. You always continue to be able to use it. You can use it in Warzone. You can use it in Call of Duty multiplayer. That is gamer
As of
friendly.
recently, since Warzone.
Correct.
Yeah.
But thank you. Like I'm okay with
Yes,
like
I agree.
that.
Yeah.
I think that's how it should be. If we're going to be paying for a subscription service in a game, everything should always be there. But if they're making me pay full price for a game and then making me pay for the content like a single player story part of the game,
Mhm.
that's bogus. And if they're saying that's not it, they're just making you pay to be online, but the game, no matter what, has to be online. It's all just garbage. So
Mhm.
to me, 100%, I agree with you. That is garbage.
Okay, so
Boo.
we are in
Boo,
line
boo,
then.
boo.
I do agree with you that maybe if it, and again, depending on subscription costs and everything else, if it comes out free and you're able to play the single player story, but you also get online, then similarly you could finish it and never pay as much as you would for the full game would have cost
Correct.
you anyway. Okay, I'm with you. We're in
But
agreement.
if they're gonna do these type of models, I'm always of the mind of like, all right, have like a $150 one that where you get it for the whole year and you have all that, you don't have to pay. Like it's I find it predatory when they make
Hmm.
you not be able to pay for it up front and make you like I hate when they make you pay for online. Like I
Yeah.
all the consoles do it, and I think it's garbage.
Yep, agreed. I like it shouldn't be like at least there's now it has been for a while, but the delineation between free to play and not. So like Fortnite won't cost you anything to play online with your friends. Okay, that's
Kudos
fine.
to
At
Fortnite, by
least
the
there's
way.
that.
I don't play it, but Jesus, people are loving the new build.
We're you know what? Let's hop over into that because I pulled that story. Coming from IGN, Fortnite Chapter 5 Underground adds Lego style outfits, a new island, Peter Griffin, and more. This is coming from Adam Bankhurst. Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 1 Underground has arrived, and it comes with a ton of changes and additions, including a new island, a train that goes across the entire map, weapon mods, over 1,200 Lego style outfits, bosses, a new battle pass with Peter Griffin and Solid Snake, and much more. So we got this. There was a whole event that went down. Eminem was part of it. There are now Eminem skins in the game as well. But like, yeah, so we got there's like a whole Lego mode coming to the game
I
as
know
well.
I kind of want to try it and show my daughter, but
They
it's
showed
like
rocket racing. There's a festival. Court, I'm not gonna lie. For the first time in years, I downloaded it and I jumped back into a game into no build. I always loved the
after last night
idea of
when we
what
talked
this
about it, it got you in, didn't it?
it got me in. And well, also just seeing all the hullabaloo on Twitter and stuff on X this past weekend because
Don't
again,
call it
like
X.
I have to give kudos to them for how they put their events on because that is exactly that.
Yep,
It
they're
is an
events.
event. It like it crosses timelines no matter if you're playing it or not. People are talking about it. It's huge. Again, the amount of skins and everything else. This game is free to play. No build. That's exactly what I always wanted out of the game, and it was still not enough for me to go back in at that time. This now, all of this, I'm buying into the idea of rejourneying back into this world because my biggest problem with Fortnite was always the building, and now that that's gone, and just everything that they're doing, this consistent feed of content, the way that they reinvent the game over and over again, like I have to give them props for how they're doing this. So like I wanted to bring this up because yeah,
And I
dude,
don't think
I
they're
might be
being
back in.
predatory. I don't think they're being predatory in any way. They make you pay for a skin, then that's up to you. But from what I understand, and then I've talked to a bunch of people that play this game, you can earn this stuff. If you want to grind it, go get it. You can grind the living daylights and go get whatever you want. But you got to grind. You've got to grind.
But on top of that, like, and correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but like the way that it at least used to be is you buy in once. You have to put in that initial 10,
Yes.
12, 15 bucks, whatever it is to get the battle pass. But if
Yes.
you grind out that battle pass, you will have enough coins to get the next battle pass.
Correct.
So then therefore you
That's
can
still that way.
continue exactly. So that like theoretically that one-time buy-in will then get you battle passes in perpetuity as long as you're able to play through them and get enough coins.
And
I
it
think that's
seems that
awesome.
Call of Duty is doing that model as well, as you know, because we keep earning coins. Because like I was able to buy that cat outfit that is, you know, it's pretty darn nice.
Horrifying.
It is so nice. It is so
it's
amazing.
horrifying.
It's amazing. But and I got that from playing the game because you earn coins. To me, that is the way games should be. They should respect your time and reward your time. If you're playing their game and you're into their community and you're technically promoting their game when you talk about it on social media and all that, reward that time. I've said this. I literally was talking about this about NHL last week on Three Dads. Like EA needs to start rewarding me for my time in the game, or I'm starting to get angry because it just doesn't make any sense. Because Fortnite is doing a great job. The Activision, who is like usually gets told as the boogeyman, they're doing. I think that's one of the reasons I'm liking Call of Duty. I'm being rewarded for my time that I'm putting into the game. If we like games and Fortnite seems to do that, that's the one where I'm like, I said to you guys last night, I'm like, I'm so debating on, I have no reason to not play it, but I'm just like, do I need another game right now? I have Call of Duty, I have NHL. I don't think I can have three always like, I've got to get here because it becomes addictive to, as me who loves Ubisoft games. I think Ubisoft has trained me. It's like, I see that checklist and I'm like, I got to get that. Like when we were playing Call of Duty, I noticed that I needed 5 kills with my handgun. So I started not using my gun. So I was like, well, I need this.
Might as well grab it. No, dude, I'm with you. So I think this is cool. And bringing up Call of Duty, let's hop into our next story, which is that Modern Warfare 3, as soon as my mouse, there
Season
we go.
1.
Season 1 is launching on December 6th. This is coming from Tom Ivan over at VGC. The free content upgrade is coming December 6th at 12 p.m. Eastern, coming with 3 brand new 6v6 multiplayer maps, 3 new modes, and gunfight, all or nothing infected in our headquarters. Sorry, so 4 new modes, new weapons, new kill streaks, new zombie stories, new Warzone map, new battle pass with 100 years of content.
Dude, 4 new maps that I think you're going to love.
I'm excited to see. I'm excited to get in there. And the launch of competitive multiplayer mode ranked play. So we're getting a whole bunch of stuff. Here's the thing. And for anybody who got the Vault edition of the Call of Duty, this is when you'll get your battle pass. You did not get the one that's the game kind of launched with, but you will get this one and you'll be able to kind of, go with
and
it from there.
Leave that up for a sec, Matt. The maps, so the new maps for Modern, because I will jump into Warzone. I'll try it, but I think I want to try out more of zombies as well. But so
oh no, that didn't do
that made it worse. So Meat is going to be your new Rust. And it's going to be like I'm excited for it because it's going to be I actually like those little smaller maps because it's just like the old school Call of Duty when we played. You're just dying like every 2 seconds. Like I'm okay with that because like it's at least fun and it's got that I don't know what it is.
Run and gun feel. It's like it's constant.
So good. Yeah, it's constant. Yeah, it's constant. That's a better way to. It's just constant stuff. And then your training facility, I think, is a smaller map. And then Rio and Greece. Greece is more alleys, a lot like the one that we're in right now. And then Rio would be that more open sniper map.
Yeah, dude, I'm down. Like I can't remember the last time I was like genuinely looking forward to a new season of anything starting. And I'm like December 6th. I'm ready, dude. Like I'm in.
We played Call of Duty like 7 times now. We're like, all right, let's go play Call of Duty again. All right.
Yeah, we're like, let's hop in real quick. Let's get a couple going. But yeah, no, it's great. I'm excited for this. Let's keep this news train a rolling for one that I'm stoked about because we got the announcement that Resident Evil 4 Remake's VR mode has been giving a December release date. This is coming from Chris Scullion over at VGC. It's a free upgrade. If you own the game, it will be launching on December 8th. It's a free DLC update. There will be a demo release the same day. Yes, Capcom. Yes, this is exactly what you need to be doing.
I want to do that. I'm trying out the demo. I want to prove myself for sure.
Dude, I loved Resident Evil 4 earlier this year. I've been waiting for this to hit on PSVR 2. This is like I'm going to dust that thing off and hop back in because I'm stoked about this. The Village VR mode and the 7 VR mode were both spectacular. Capcom's like carrying VR once again. But again, it being free, incredible. Them launching a demo because that's part of it. I have had friends who've tried Village and they get motion sick. I have friends who tried Village and don't. So it is very much a dependent thing, and that's what it is with VR. So kudos to them for dropping a demo so you can hop in and see if it is for you. I'm there. I can't wait.
Kudos to Capcom for doing remakes of games and then also taking care of the player base. There's a reason Capcom went from this developer that was a little bit silent for a really long time. Yes, they were making Resident Evil games, but they just started bringing out all the classic Resident Evil games and not just putting a little bit of a polish on it. They actually did something with the games. And I've said this before, any studio can do these remasters. They can act like they're ridiculously hard to do, but it seems they're able to put them out pretty quickly. But it takes a lot more to do these remakes of games, but still at the same time give stuff to the players. And the fact that the VR mode is free, we know for a fact many developers would be charging for that.
100%. And you could charge full price for it and still get away with it, genuinely, because it is a completely new version of the game that you're playing. So I agree with you. Like, kudos to them, because like, can you imagine if Konami did this with Metal Gear instead of tossing out the ports and then acting like they did us a favor?
I just made a list of like remakes that I want, and not remasters. I'm done with remasters. I just want remakes, and Metal Gear's on my list. Like, just start remake. I'm old, right? And you're not young either anymore. There's a lot of games we played from our childhood on like Super Nintendo and GameCube that look terrible. And we all knew this about the Resident Evil. We all know what tank controls are because of Resident Evil games. And they've decided, hey, we're going to remake them. And you get to play them again. And it's just, that is awesome. And people are like, I don't want these. Well, guess what? There's a ton of people that never played these before.
Exactly.
A ton of people.
Like even for me, Resident Evil 4, I played a bunch of it on GameCube. Don't remember it very well. This was like my first time actually coming into it and being able to understand what it is and enjoying it and it blowing me away. So I like, again, this is awesome. I'm all about this. I can't wait. I'll definitely have thoughts and impressions next week because I am stoked to hop into that.
I will play it just so we can talk about it.
Excellent. And our final news story coming from VGC once again by the way of Tom Ivan. Sony has revealed December's PlayStation Plus Essential games. We are getting Lego 2K Drive, Power Wash Simulator, and Sable. All three of those are the PS5 editions. Lego 2K and Power Wash will also include the PS4. Dude, this month, much better.
Yes.
Much better than last month.
Yes. Way better. It's convenient. I will say this. It is the holidays, and they gave a family-friendly game. Kudos to PlayStation on that. I'll say this because...
all three of these, dude.
Yeah, Sable, I played it. I finished it. I wouldn't call that family-friendly, but you could definitely play it. You wouldn't have to worry about who's watching you play that game. I like the game, but I also like, remember Seasons, I really love that game. Sable's really good. I like that game, but it's just story. Like, that's all it is. But the art style is beautiful. But Power Wash Simulator, keep getting told by our friend Gamer Graham to play that game.
Yeah.
I've also been told by a million people when I was like, oh, I'm going to try it. They're like, you're going to hate it. So we'll see. But Lego 2K Drive is the one that I'm like, this is awesome. I know Donnie from PSVG talked so highly of it many times on the show. So I can't wait to download that and play that with my kid.
Dude, same. Like, Lego 2K Drive is a game that I was eyeing, but I just didn't want to pay for because I was just like, because what I've heard about the game is that mechanically it's a fantastic game, but again, the microtransactions are heavy. So for me, like, again, it's like always a game I've been curious to try. Similarly, Power Wash is another game that I always like. Yeah, I don't really like cleaning.
I don't want to buy it.
I don't. And again, it was on Game Pass, but again, I was kind of like, I don't really know if I would care enough to try. But maybe I'll finally give it a go. And Sable, I played a demo of it. Really enjoyed what I saw.
Just for trophies? Trophies.
I don't even care enough for that. But like, I was like, I'll try it now. But yeah, it's a solid month. But Court, we got to talk Game Awards because we have some predictions that we brought. We have some predictions from the wonderful community, and then of course,
I was supposed to bring predictions around this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we talked about how we're going to predict things.
Yeah, I know.
I'll go first then. Let's get a couple predictions in each.
We'll go back. We're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Talking about what we think is what we're going to see or what we hope we're going to see.
And I want to preface, I'm not going to talk about who wins an award because I don't care. Yeah,
we have some stuff from the community we'll bring in after, but we're going to start off with our predictions because that's what we're going to do. My first prediction, I think we're going to get the Spider-Man 2 DLC announcement. I think
I hope that's right. It usually is, so I really want it.
I think it's a good time to kind of capitalize on this. Yep. I don't know if we'll see Wolverine or not. I think we could, because we did get both Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine.
That's two predictions.
Wolverine is not like a prediction for me. I'm just saying that I think Spider-Man 2, the DLC, I think it's the right time. I would hope that it would come. I'm going to date it. I'm going to say March. I'm going to say I don't know if we're going to get the same episodic structure that we got last time where they did kind of, like DLC packs that expanded on the story, or if we're just going to get kind of one bigger DLC drop. But if it's going to be kind of episodes, I think we're going to get the first one in March. I'm going to say March. I think Daredevil, I like it's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah,
For me.
I
Like,
think that's
I think
that's a
Daredevil's there.
foregone conclusion. Is Daredevil's in it?
Yeah,
They
and I
pretty
think
Indahar has pretty much said Daredevil's in the game.
I hope so. I hope so. So for me, I think we're going to see Spider-Man 2 DLC. I think it's going to be. I think it will be Miles focused, taking on the Hand
Yep,
with Daredevil in New York. That's my
makes sense.
first prediction, and I'm going to date again. If it's episodic, it's going to hit the first episode is going to hit in March. That's my first prediction. Court.
My first prediction is more of a. I've decided to go more straight and narrow. I'm going to have a pie in the sky one at the very end, but I'm more of like this is probably what's going to happen. We're going to get another trailer for The Last of Us Part 2 remastered. They're going to go into it more of a deep dive into the game. You're going to have people come on stage and be like, "Here it is." It's just going to be whatever. It like unfortunately, I know it's not sexy and it's not like, "Oh, this is amazing, something we haven't seen." But I think we will get to see The Last of Us Part 2 and more in depth into what like the loss levels are and stuff like that. That's what I think we get to see.
Do you think we see a gameplay demo of the new roguelike mode?
Yeah, that's what I think. We get to see the new stuff that is coming to the game, and we'll have Troy Baker up on stage and Ashley Johnson, and they'll be talking, and then they'll be like, "Here you go."
Here, I follow-up question. Do you think we see Troy Baker, Ashley Johnson, Pedro Pascal, and Bella Ramsey all on stage together?
No, but well, ooh. So the reason I say no is because we know Pedro Pascal is on shooting, and that's what's delaying the starting of Last of Us Part 2. So I don't think he'll be there, even though I think that's a missed opportunity. I don't think he'll be there
Okay,
because Bella
interesting.
Ramsey was on the movie podcast, and she was talking about what she's doing right now, and she mentioned that she was going to be playing The Last of Us Part 2 when it came out, but that the production had been delayed of the start because Pedro Pascal is way too busy right now. So if
Well, I
he's
mean,
around in LA and he's not on location, sure. But I think that is amazing and would be amazing. But I think we're just going to get The Last of Us Part 2. They're going to be like, here's the new game modes. They're going to show it to us, which is going to be amazing, but it's not going to be this, thing.
yeah. Okay, all right, fine. I'll take it. Well, a softball from
So
court
I know
perspective.
I'm going to be giving a couple because every year I go pie in the sky here and I get egg on my face.
Let's do 3 and then a pie in the sky.
All right. I'll have to add another
Okay.
softball.
Okay. 3 predictions and a pie in the sky.
Okay.
My second prediction, I'm going to say I'm gonna leave you another softball here because you seem to be on your back foot a little bit, even though we talked about this. Half-Life Alex.
No, I have it. No, I'm good. I was just
kidding,
messing with you. Yeah.
Half-Life Alex coming to PSVR 2.
Oh, dude.
Available now.
See, what do you do? All you do is get me excited.
Available now. I think it's time. I think this has been a massive ask for a long time. I think it's weird that it's not there now. I think they're gonna say, "Here's Half-Life Alex."
Gabe Newell thing. He's just such a douchebag about that stuff.
Don't know. But again, I think it's time. I hope it's time because that I played some of it on a friend's VR rig before. I enjoyed what it was. I'm not a massive Half-Life person. Like I don't have the same affinity for that series that a lot of other people do, just because I've never really played them. But again, another excuse to play a great game in PSVR 2. I think we're gonna see Half-Life Alex available now.
All right. This is just a prediction, but we're gonna see Senua's Hellblade. Or, was it Hell? Yeah, it's Hellblade, right? Senua's Soul Sacrifice. If Matt is the marketing person for companies, the industry would be so hyped constantly. Yeah, seriously,
100%.
So we will see Xboxes. We'll get a date. We're gonna see that game. Like it's gonna happen. Unfortunately, PlayStation players, you're only gonna get to play it if you go on Xbox, but we will see it.
Give me a month. No, I want a date out of you. This is too easy. I think this is a lock. Give me a date.
I know it's a very lock. I think we're getting it in March.
March. You think it's that soon?
Yeah.
Okay. Hellblade 2 in March. I'll take it. I think for my final kind of grounded prediction, I think what we're going to get. I'll go with this one. Death Stranding 2. Kojima and Keeley are best of buds.
Very grounded and very smart.
Yeah, I think they're very together always. I think Keeley getting something for the Game Awards from Death Stranding 2 is an easy one. I think we'll get a little. We kind of got the initial trailer already. I think we're gonna get another trailer, and I think we're gonna get a launch window of fall 2024. I don't think they're going to hard date it, but I think they're going to say fall 2024. I feel like it's been a couple of years now since Death Stranding. We know Kojima's been working on other stuff as well, but I feel like next year. Whether it actually hits next year is a different question. I can see it slipping into 2025. But I think that would be a great, fall game for them next year. Launch it in October with spooky season. It's a great time for that type of game. I think we see Death Stranding 2, and I think it'll launch. I think they'll give it a window of fall 2024.
I think, really no Wolverine then. Oof.
I don't know.
So that's our fall game next year. All right, fair. Whatever. This is going to be a weird one. So you know how they always have the B-roll? They have trailers before the show starts, and it's just like whatever. Yep. Assassin's Creed Nexus will be coming to PSVR 2.
Okay. I hope you're right.
This is what, it's not a pie in the sky, because I do think eventually it's coming. This is more of I think we're gonna see, they're gonna put it's coming to PSVR 2. It's gonna be one of those things that before the show, and then everybody's gonna be like, oh, I missed it, and then someone's gonna be like, they announced PSVR, because like Ubisoft's gonna have something, but I think this is an easy one for Ubisoft to do. They just released it on the Meta Quest, and obviously that's because it was developed for it, but we know that you can make it for this and still bring it over to PSVR 2. So I think they're going to let us know that it's coming to PSVR 2. And I think it's easy to put it at the beginning of the Game Awards, because Mirage did so well this year. It's something to throw in there at the beginning.
I hope you're right, because it's a game that people seem to be enjoying it. I'd be stoked to play it. Game Explain in the chat, will Jeff and Kojima hug on stage? 100%. No doubt in my mind. I think Kojima will be there.
I think we could just say that's Jake.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, it has to be. Good old Jakey Jakes. But yeah, dude, I hope you're right, because that's a game I legitimately want on PSVR 2.
I want more PSVR 2 games.
I do think you're right. I do think it will come eventually. I wonder how long the exclusivity window of it probably is. So that for me, I could
from
see
the event I was at, it doesn't sound like it's an exclusivity or anything like that. It was made because that's it wouldn't have been as good on PSVR 1 at the time. It doesn't sound like an exclusivity deal. Like when they talked about it at the Assassin's Creed event. Yeah, I'm allowed to talk about it now. They talked about it at the Assassin's Creed event. I actually got to play it. I really liked it. Now, I watched a review recently. You can turn off a lot of settings, and you can get full-blown motion sickness, and you want to throw up when you do the leap of faith. But from what I understand and what I was listening to when they talked about the game, there was nothing that they ever mentioned saying it's exclusivity to MetaQuest. And for some reason, I put my hand up and I never got around to me, because my question was, is it coming to PSVR 2? And there's no language of it anywhere. I think it's coming.
I do think they'd be missing out on sales, not bringing it over. So I hope you're right. All right, Court, let's get some pies in these skies. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna paint a picture for you.
Okay. Please.
Now I want you to paint I'm gonna paint a picture for you. Okay. We're gonna start in a city. Okay. A city just like any other city. All right. We're gonna see some shoes walking on the ground. Okay. And you're gonna be like, who is this person? Which city are we in? The city looks like it's the one we know. This character looks like one we know. And we start to pan up, and we see the Kingdom Hearts 4 model of Sora. Okay, without the massive goofy shoes. We've seen pieces of what they're working on. Sora looks much more real world. Okay, and you're gonna be like, hell yeah, here we go, Kingdom Hearts 4. All of a sudden, portal opens up. Okay, Sora falls through. Lands on an island.
All-Star Battle. Yeah,
lands on an island, and we're there's Nathan Drake. There's Spider-Man. You hear a snick coming from the woods. It's PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2. They're bringing it back.
Most pie in the sky thing you could have ever said. Wow,
better than ever before. We're gonna see Crash running in the wilderness, Spyro flying up in the air. PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale 2. It's a Keeley moment. It's gonna close out the show. Just you wait and see. That's my pie in the sky.
I think that's awesome. And yes, Matt in charge of hype. That's crazy, because that would be a hype moment. But based on the way he spoke, like Keeley is pretty much downplaying all these announcements. Like it's going to be so vanilla. It's just going to be like everything that we thought was going to be there. But I'll take what Matt's smoking. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you.
You know what? Matt's probably on it's wine o'clock again. So Matt is on the wine again. But my pie in the sky is I'm finally going to get what has been teased in a PlayStation commercial. We're going to be, we're going to think we're going to be watching a Tomb Raider trailer, and it's going to be Nathan Drake's daughter. And
it's PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2, baby.
No, and I'm finally going to get the Uncharted game that, based on the trailers that we've seen, not trailers, sorry, commercial that we saw, we know exists. There's been a lot of rumors around it. There's been all these things, but they teased it in a commercial. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, there's too convenient that they put a female treasure hunter when we all keep thinking that there's going to be this game, and it wasn't Lara Croft. You could easily have just made it Lara Croft, but you didn't. And they put her in this commercial, right? They didn't put her there for no reason whatsoever. All those commercials have a game, just like that PSVR 2 one we watched the other day. Whatever that space game is, I am all in, and I want to know what that is because that looked amazing. So my guess is because the Game Awards is where Naughty Dog always is. Naughty Dog's always at the Game Awards. So we're either going to get, the vanilla thing, and we'll get more of The Last of Us Part 2, or we finally get to see, because PlayStation has not told us anything about the future. We know nothing about the future. We finally get to see Uncharted.
I think you might be onto something, because I think the way that I see it is similarly. We see like a forest, okay? The daughter comes out, right? And you're like, it's Uncharted 4 time, baby. And then you look up, and there's the bus flying through the air, and it's just the skin for Fortnite. It's not actually Uncharted 4.
Uncharted 5.
5, yep. You think it's Uncharted 5. Nope, it's a skin in Fortnite. They're bringing the daughter into Fortnite, and you're not getting a new game.
You know what? You could be right there. I hope we get some crazy Call of Duty skins. This is a game I play. I hope we get some crazy Call of Duty skins.
I'm with you. I think so too. A stupid Homelander and doofy Skeletor running around takes me out of it every single time.
Dude, the kitty cat though is hilarious. Like I have a
kitty
tail.
Cat it makes my skin crawl.
Did you notice that the character also has a tail?
I did notice that. Yes, I that was not missed to me. Let's bring in some, and I think there's one that like I had on my list that you and I have talked about extensively. A couple of the ones that were still on my list. God of War Ragnarok DLC, focusing on Atreus. I think it could be the time if it's real. I think we see it, and I think we're going to see Team Asobi's new Astrobot. I hope it's both VR and flat.
No,
I hope
Matt, it's going to be the game that we made up
Astro's
in our
universe.
Minds,
I know.
So then we can sue them and get everything
multiverse.
Yeah,
Astro's multiverse.
Yes.
Yeah. But let's bring in some of the community who had some predictions as well. Drellesh had 6 predictions saying we will get a Ragnarok DLC teaser. We will hear or see a very short glimpse of the next Naughty Dog project. Insomniac Games will give us another trailer for Wolverine. Kojima will tease Death Stranding 2. We will get a month release date for Hellblade 2. And a surprise reveal for...
His is like a PlayStation showcase.
I know, but I mean, we're a PlayStation podcast.
Yeah, fair
with
enough.
It being a surprise reveal for Dragon Age Dreadwolf, which we did get like a teaser trailer for today. Yeah.
Which still got me. Like, we haven't seen any gameplay from the game, but the story that they seem to be telling me right now, I'm all in. Like, I know I make fun of RPGs. This is an RPG that I'll spend countless hours in. I love the Dragon Age
series. Or you'll
series.
play like 20 hours and then bounce out because...
No, because they're not going to have 45-minute boss fights.
What if they do?
They don't, though. They've never done it before. BioWare needs to stick to landing, so stick with what you do well. Don't try and veer off from the path. Just continue to do what you do well.
Continue. Drellesh, thanks for writing in. Those are some cool predictions. I think you're going to be spot on with some of them. Black Wyvern's predictions coming in saying we're going to see an update on Wonder Woman. And an update on the Elden Ring DLC. I think the Elden Ring DLC is a smart call. I think that's something we'll definitely probably get more of a tease on. Wonder Woman, maybe it's time. I think even more likely might be Indiana Jones.
Yeah, because Xbox putting Stay Tuned had me thinking it's more than just Hellblade. I think Hellblade is I'll be honest, that was the biggest softball I've ever given up. Like, it was just like, that's an easy prediction. I was like, I just want to be right on one. But I would love Indiana Jones. I'm going to watch the Dial of Destiny tonight, and I'm prepared to be disappointed, but I'm still going to watch it tonight.
I hope you enjoy that.
It's definitely going to be disappointing, but it's fine.
And Drellesh and Black Wyver also wrote in some of their predictions for what they think will take some of the awards. Drellesh writing in Baldur's Gate 3 will win 5 of the categories, including Game of the Year. Alan Wake 2 will win at least 1. Lies of P will win 1. Spider-Man 2 will win 2. Space for the Unbound and Sea of Stars will win 1 each. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will win most anticipated, and Tears of the Kingdom will get snubbed and get no award. I think that would be hilarious. And Black Wyver is similarly saying he's feeling Alan Wake 2 for Game of the Year, Baldur's Gate 3 for Game Direction, Spider-Man 2 for Narrative, Hi-Fi Rush for Best Score and Music, Mario Wonder for Art Direction.
If Hi-Fi Rush doesn't get that, they get robbed.
I agree. Mario Wonder for Art Direction, RE4 for Audio Design, Idris Elba for Performance, and The Last of Us for Best Adaptation. I think Last of Us for Best Adaptation is pretty much a slam dunk, unless Keeley takes that big old Nintendo money and gives it to Super Mario and gives it to the Mario movie, which was fun, but not better than The Last of Us.
No, The Last of Us was unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
And I think Bella Ramsey will be there.
I agree. We got a couple questions to hop into. Drellesh writing in saying, "Greetings, gents. This might require a little bit of homework and calculation. I definitely did not do the homework. Who has acquired more trophies in total for 2023 between you two? Is it Matt or Court? I'm pretty sure it's you.
It's definitely
me. Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind. I'm not one that I don't trophy hunt. I don't chase trophies much. It takes a game for like Spider-Man.
I'm one trophy away from Assassin's Creed Mirage Platinum. One.
Yeah, no. See, no. I will do the ones that like organically come up, or if a game that I really love like Spider-Man, then I'll spend the time doing them. But I have no doubt in my mind that I may have played more different games this
year. You definitely played more different games, but
you got more trophies.
I get more platinums than yes. I definitely me. I will say this: NHL and Call of Duty have kind of like taken me away from trophy hunting because I'm just like, oh, I'm having way too much fun. But I think I will get back into getting some more trophies. But I'm also just, I played a lot of games that I wasn't a big fan of at the beginning of the year, and it kind of like bummered me out. And I had that time where I just didn't play games. But I still definitely think I beat that.
Yeah, no, I have no doubt in my mind that you did. Can you pull up true trophies? Because his next question is, if you look at the PlayStation Drive community, who are the top 3 players with most won trophies for 2023, Jan to November?
It's got to be Gamer Graham.
Drellesh might be up there too.
Nah, he's not what you think he is.
Kev, the Muffin Mon could be up there as well.
No, he's an Xboxer.
But he PlayStations.
He's more of an Xboxer. Let's be honest here. He bleeds green. So the top is Gamer Graham by like literally almost double. So Gamer Graham's in first with 710,812 gamer score.
Snaps.
Astrobot is in second.
Oh yes, Astrobot.
With 473,832. Now this is their total score. This is not. I can try and pull up yearly, and then Drellesh in third, and then Stingray X at fourth.
Stingray,
Haley at fifth, and number 6, me. Followed by Savoy Prime,
Savoy PSP,
Savoy Prime, Kyle, Pat Gone Mad, Robbie Bobby Miller, Marcus O'Neill, Aztec King, Matt. You were number 14.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Followed
can you try and check?
Yeah. Hold on.
Calendar, because I'd be curious to know that.
I'm gonna have to log in then. Jesus.
Okay, while you try and figure that out.
Yeah, this is too much.
I'm gonna pull in a breaking story that we had tossed into the Discord.
Breaking news.
We still have one more question. I'm not forgetting it. I'm just saving it for the end. Coming from the PlayStation blog itself, PlayStation Plus Season of Play is starting tomorrow. There's going to be exclusive avatars that you'll be able to download. We see one here that's that shows Jin and a fox. Ghost of Tsushima, very pretty looking. Looks beautiful.
What?
Avatars available for the next month? Huh?
I said about damn time.
About damn time. There's going to be 50% off of PlayStation Gear at the PlayStation Gear shop. You can win a PS5 console with 12 months of PS Plus Premium. There's going to be a free online multiplayer weekend this upcoming weekend on the 9th and 10th. There's going to be some tournaments in some of the sports games. You can earn 50 points by playing any PlayStation Plus
with a sports game. You're so cute.
I know. So if you play any of those, and then you're going to here we go. Sony Pictures core benefits. Core, you'll be able to get big discounts on 7 movies.
I don't know what my password is for my PSN. Hold on.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know what it is, so hold on. Man, if I enter it wrong like 1,500 times, I'm gonna get locked out, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. So we are getting these avatars. I think the coolest part of this for me, and I'm sure there's going to be a sale as well on a bunch of games over the course of the next few weeks. I'm stoked on these avatars. This is sick. This Ghost of Tsushima one looks great. I'm excited to see what other ones are available, and all of this will be running from December 5th to January 5th. So you'll have next month to get some savings, get some stuff. Make sure you grab your avatars because they will be gone after a month. Court, any progress?
I'm trying, dude.
Let me see if I can log in.
Hold on, I'm in it. I'm in it finally. I'm just trying to figure out how to just do a monthly thing. A lot for Christmas. I have my monthly number, my monthly summary, which is not great.
Let's see. How do I find the community here?
Oh, here it is. It doesn't let me do the community. It only lets me do individual. It doesn't let me do community stats by monthly.
Okay. Well, we tried. There was an attempt made.
Yeah, it was an attempt. It just wasn't very good.
Court, we have one more question here that we have to address, and I promise you, I did not do any homework ahead of this. You and I are going to go into this.
Oh no, I saw this. I'm giving the middle finger to it. I don't care.
Steve McVary writes in saying, "Hi, PlayStation Drive, long time, first time. I need your help with this math equation. No cheating before the show. I promise you, no cheating was done. 420 plus 666 minus 88 minus 929 equals
69. It has to be. It's him.
Probably, but let's try and do this. No calculators allowed. You have to do this.
Then how am I going to do it? I'm not good at math.
Use your noggin. No, neither am I. I'm god awful at math. I'm not a math person.
I'm going to use the calculator. Tell me the numbers, and I'll tell you if you're right.
Oh God, I'm not going to do well. This 420 plus 666
plus Satan. Yep. So smoking
minus
weed
88
plus devil minus 88
minus 929
minus 929. 69, baby. I got it right, and I didn't even have to use my noggin because I just used his noggin.
Yeah, you said you were going to let me guess, and you just went right into 69. But that's fair.
But we already knew the answer. I already said it was correct. We don't need you.
I know how excited you get about dinner for two. Okay, we're good.
Hey, dude, I'm married. I get excited about a lot of things.
Oh, I know you do. There you go, 69 to close out the show. Court, if people wanted to see and hear more from you, where could they do so?
You can find me at Court Lalonde on Twitter or at Carpool Gaming, or every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Three Dads and a Console, which this week we'll have community member Robbie Bobby Miller joining us.
There you go. Make sure you go check out Three Dads and their wonderful content and hang out with Robbie Bobby Miller. As for myself, you can find me on X at @bat_SilverSoul, and of course here each and every week on the PlayStation Drive at 1 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. But before we go, of course, we have to thank our incredible community. We could not do this without any one of you, including our wonderful, wonderful patrons. Thank you all for your support. And we will get sentimental and stuff in the next few episodes. But of course, we love and appreciate all of you, including our ultimate producers, Tony Baker, who you can find at youtube.com/quest4pixels. Jonathan Brown, whose link tree is pme.jib, whose musical stylings open the show, and of course is all over Carpool Gaming. Make sure you go check out his incredible stuff. Lee Navarro, the fearless leader of the Phoenix Overdrive Extra Life team at phoenixoverdrive.com. And of course, the homies, Trucker Sloth and Cwagmire, who reminds you that the best babes are Xenobabes. Our platinum producer, Jonas Young, and our gold members, Adam K, Anna, Bowsah, Brian Eck, Brian Reese, Cecily Carrozza, Dan and Luma, Dannohh, Drellesh, Emily O'Kelly, Hoppel, John 32, Marcus O'Neill, MoSpankins, Peje EP, ScheiGuy, and Tim Aulph. And I also, hold on, where was this? I'm just looking for something real quick. Where is this? No, I'm looking in the wrong section. Hold on. I want to give a birthday shout out to Bowsah. Happy birthday, Bowsah. It was announced this morning that it is the day of your birth. Thank you for being a part of the community. I hope you have a wonderful, awesome day. We appreciate you and your mini golf winning skills. Once again, this brings us to the end of the show. Thank you all for listening. We'll be back next week. Peace.